I'm waiting. I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement declaring the tornado to be, quote, rebel warfare perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche. The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai and has begun investigations into the matter. This is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plane.
That tornado really did a number on the city.
I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see, over there. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
We still have one suspect accounted for. Ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Back over here. The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble. Quick, get the camera off them. Come on, this way.
Contact the SWAT team. Targets have been secured. We'll instantly be a healer now. Move it. We're taking off.
What?
Hey, turn that off. The survivors are being taken away. I think they're going away.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit. Too much Mako. But he'll be fine. Aerith! all messed up. All of it. But I'm back now, Aaron. I'm back.
Alright then. Seeing as we've got the time, wanna tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure. If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any word for soldiers back then. What little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't there. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck. It's really coming down, huh? Hey man, feeling any better? I'm good. Sure don't look it. I wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this?
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, rein it in.
Sorry. No can do.
Kids.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point. Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first. What do? Call a ceasefire with Utah. Stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. A job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some feeds in our 12.
Let's go. You take one, I'll take the other. Wait in the truck.
No way! I got this! He was in a different league from the rest of us.
Nibelheim. That's where they built the first reactor. right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Home sweet home, right? Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents though, right?
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father...
Mother? Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
How's it going over
I'd get to see second. Just a bit over.
Good luck out there. Feel safe now that soldiers are here.
If you're feeling tense, you could always join one of the group stretching sessions in the square.
Can only imagine what their lives must be like.
A soldier.
And you are?
Richard Zangan. A humble traveler of the world. And teacher of martial arts to the youth. Well done, but lacking mass. You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Perhaps.
Don't be shy. I have many pupils your age. At last count, 128. In fact, one of them is from this very village. Perhaps you know her. Tifa.
Sure.
A real talent, that one. She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
City folk are so sophisticated. Can only imagine what their lives must be.
Goodness! Is that you, Cloud?
So how did it feel being back up there?
I don't know. Nostalgic, I guess? After 2 years away and all that.
Huh? You went to my place?
I figured you might be there.
You went into my room?
I did.
You went through my stuff?
I know I shouldn't have.
Cloud! You asshole! Did you actually play it? You could have just left it alone, you know.
What were you even thinking?
Yeah, don't quit your day job.
Don't make it. So, what do you think of our village? Pretty nice, right? I'm eager to talk to him too, but now it's not the time.
Deceive me, or is that little Cloud strive? Why, I almost didn't recognize you in that uniform of yours. You've grown so much since the last time we saw you. Oh.
Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
You worked out with everyone?
Just for a bit.
Could you keep up?
All right, then.
Oh, you're off duty.
Weak legs betray a weak mind. Takes me back.
Make sure you're prepared for a tough fight.
Then I stopped by my mom's. Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too.
Yeah. Go on.
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years. First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Cloud, is that you?
Hey.
Welcome home. Come in. Let me get a good look at you. My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
Wait a second. You two were neighbors?
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself. What you looking at?
This landscape.
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
You okay?
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right, will do.
Night.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. I was too excited, too nervous.
Was pretty much the same for me. Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
You know what happened the last time she went up there.
That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Brian! Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa, you can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin!
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
For posterity, sir?
Not today.
Can you talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on, where's the harm in that? There? Thanks.
Say cheese!
Sounds like you were having a good time.
One more!
Yeah, I guess we were.
Later.
For a while.
The reactor was halfway up Mount Nebo. I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
You probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Medieval on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips. I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool. Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves this home.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like that.
I'm not even close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
Guess you really are the best there is.
those near the village, and they're not nice.
What do you think?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that. It's on now. Let's finish this.
That was awesome!
You think?
If this is how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
Piece of cake. Is that Marco?
Soldier, you can do better than that, can't you?
Just you watch. Whoa! That's that.
Take it away! Thank you.
I got the rest. I'll end this.
We still have a long way to go.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Not unless we absolutely have to. Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You'd better.
Cool. See you at the reactor. Let's finish this. He's engaged. Now we're talking.
Come on.
You're done.
See ya.
It's on now. Let's chill. Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
Hey! Not that way! It's a dead end! Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
This way. Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guy. Good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have let us straight off a cliff. Lead on.
Yes!
Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Baku poisoning.
Gas levels reduced by 20%. Local gas levels reduced by 70%. No local gas detected. Elevator access granted.
Come on.
Just thinking about crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here. Not really!
He's in Fate's hands now. Do you know the way?
Yeah. Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time. What? For your performance review.
You kidding me?
Good luck.
watch it make more Mako gas ahead.
There's no way around it either. Just have to do it. Let's not waste any time. Mako this thick is dangerous. This won't be the last. A Mako spring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding. For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier? To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us to tap into our power. That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really? Magic sure is weird.
I know someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo, from Research and Development. His predecessor was a great man, but him, he is anything but. We should press on.
Say, that one felt pretty good. It's a fight you want? I got this.
This way.
Heads up. Come on.
It's all you.
Let's hurry.
Well, that's that.
by 70%. No local gas detected. Elevator access granted.
Way out.
Wait.
Huh?
What?
Get back. You said you wanted to be a hero.
Wish I hadn't.
Hypnotics are off your material.
Someone should tell us we're not. I guess. Oh, keep your guard up. Come on. Got your back. Defense, Bob. Not doing so great. All right. Got your back. Damn it! Not again!
Get it together. On me. Villain?
Pretty mobile.
Until we knock it down.
Good thing I don't just fight with a sword. Go for the legs.
Drop!
Take it from here.
Nice work.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Well, he was.
And now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will. You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
Carry on.
You better keep me safe.
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output, like most last generations.
And let me guess. Pillagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Huh. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first? Hojo, you are really something.
What are those things? Genova? Wasn't that...
The malfunction must be forcing the bombs to be pressurized. Cloud, go out and shut off the valve.
Copy.
doing?
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia. But Hojo, we purposed them as incubators, cages for animals, and fused with Mako, all to birth a new breed of monster. But he didn't stop at animals. Oh, no. There were other subjects. Special, but not like this. Not like this. Am I even human?
Eventually, we went back to the inn. But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
I met Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
He's holed up inside the mansion.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor. Too much exposure to Mako? And we ought to bring him some medicine. If you're looking for Sephiroth, I saw him headed toward the mansion.
Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by.
Shinra Manor was the biggest building in town, and older than the reactor. The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer. Even so, the rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Well, here we are.
What now? I mean, the whole place is pitch black. You think he's sleeping or something?
What if he's sick? He needs our help.
Him? Little Mako poisoning him?
Took a look around the place, but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news to me too. Doubt anyone in the village had a clue.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer, a life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form Genova. MEGL 77-1977. Genova. Verified as an ancient. MEGL 913-1977. Genova project approved. So, they named the life form Genova. And once they understood what she was, they grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
And that was it. He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading, like a man possessed. We got Genova. A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother. And ancients. Screw it. Racking my brain's not gonna get me anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage. The specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend. She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Genova. The Genova project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gas. One person.
He created you?
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Hey! Hey, hold on! I keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least. What?
Hey, you! Get in there! The villagers need your help!
Watch out!
Please.
Is it true? Sephiroth did this?
Oh, it was him all right. And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled. God, get your head straight. I need you to secure the way out. Now!
Yes, sir!
Why would he? Hold on, I'm coming. Almost there.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Hey! Hey! Hang in there! You're gonna be okay! Don't worry, I got you. Come on, let's get you on.
followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone there to hide. When Sephiroth showed up, Dad decided that he was going to confront him. Dad! It was Sephiroth, wasn't it? He did this, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this! I was ever trapped or in trouble.
Here I am, your son. Mother, together we will reclaim our world. And I know exactly how we can do that. The Promised Land.
Sephiroth!
Mother, they have come again. The ones who robbed you of the planet. Your planet. But there's no need to be sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
You killed my mom. You killed Tifa. My village. My home.
They were mine by right. This planet, too. For I have been chosen.
I believed in you. No. Not you! Whoever the hell you are!
That's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around?
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Genova stuff.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look. Wow. You weren't kidding, were you? Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah, let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth, so how about we give our heads a rest? Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely. Why?
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably did, at one point. All that stuff was taken from me, though. Or maybe erased?
By whispers?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Claude was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago. Cloud, you up? Sorry, did I wake you?
Nope. What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing, really. There's just something I need to ask you. So, can we talk?
Sure.
Great, but not here. Follow me.
You know that I killed her. So,
Do you think Midgar's over there? Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar. That proof enough? After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor, and down the river. Wasn't just him, though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again? In fact, where have you been this whole time? For 5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
Of course you can't. Sorry, I just need some space. I thought we could just pick up where we left off, like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
To fight?
No.
We have enough problems as it is. Copy?
Night. Tomorrow is another day.
What's this?
A gift from our humble establishment. Though it may not look like much, it should help you to break the ice with those you meet.
Queen's blood?
This is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators...
Good morning, sir. I must apologize for not introducing myself to you earlier. I'm Broden, the owner of this inn. Your companions have all stepped out. Oh, but Barrett left a message he wanted me to pass along to you. You missed roll call, soldier boy. Luckily, you're on leave for the day. Don't waste it, though. Get your equipment checked ASAP. Sound advice? Perhaps a trip to the arms dealer is in order?
Good idea.
By the way, Cloud, do you have any folios on you?
Yeah.
In that case, you might also want to pay a visit to Magnata Books. They have stores all over, but the first official one was built here in Calm. And their resident scholars are remarkably talented. If you want to unlock the true potential of your folios, you should go see them. The first customization is always free.
Finally. Rough day yesterday, huh? You've been waiting for me? I've been waiting for a chance to thank you properly. Without your help, I'd still be in Hojo's clutches, trapped in that lab. Was nothing. Even so, I owe you a debt until it's paid. I'm going to accompany you. Oh, if you're getting your equipment checked, have them check mine while you're at it. Sure thing. Uruk's got a backbone.
What do you want? Don't scare me like that! You don't want to play Queen's Blood, do you? I was hoping that... Oh, what am I thinking? You look like you'd murder me! Oh God, this is too much! I think I'm gonna throw up! Don't give me that look! It's perfectly healthy for adults to cry too, you know! People call me Crybaby Dad! Because the more tears I shed, the better I get at Queen's Blood! Please play around with me! I feel a lot better after having a good cry. There's nothing like a game of Queen's Blood to relieve some stress. Speaking of, you look like you've got a lot weighing you down too. It's written all over your face. Trust me, crying does wonders. You really ought to try it. Behold the towering...
Ooh, looky here. I'd say we got ourselves a contender. So how about it, pretty boy? You want to throw down? But first, let me introduce you to Nene, master ventriloquist. Now she ain't much of a talker, but give her a deck of cards, and she'll wipe the floor with you so fast, it'll make your head spin. Ready to get your ass handed to you? Well, are ya? What really matters is you were brave enough to take on a bona fide card shark like Pretty Boy here. Sometimes you gotta take the L if you're serious about upping your game. Listen, kid, you got what it takes to be a champ. I bet my bottom gill on it. Now why don't you show Blondie your appreciation for being such a good sport?
Thank you for playing cards with me, mister.
I am Baron Kylegate. Behold the towering...
All my vegetables are locally sourced.
Greet your family.
Welcome. Feel free to look around. Come on over and see what we've got.
Come grab a sandwich before they're
Fresh bread.
Good grilled bacon.
I heard this avalanche is...
Need something for the kids? How about...
Morning.
Morning.
Everyone's kind of off doing their own thing.
I noticed.
Say, this tank remind you of anything?
Yeah. The place I made that promise to you.
You remember the dress I wore? It was one of my favorites.
The light blue one? With Bit of green in there?
Yeah. This is such a quiet, peaceful town.
This Makotech allows us to live in comfort.
Finally decided to get up?
Yeah. So what you been doing?
Why, waiting for you, of course.
You have?
Got business with the bookstore? If so, I won't keep you. But if you're free afterwards, wanna climb the clock tower together?
Sure. Let's.
For real? Awesome! Since it was my idea, I'll go get the tickets. I'll meet you in front of the tower, okay?
Hey there! Welcome to Magnata Books. Oh, I take it this is your first visit to one of our stores. Well, customization can seem tricky to the uninitiated. It takes time and experience to get it right. But I think you'll pick it up quick enough. Let's give it a try. And that's about all we can do for now. But we haven't even skimmed the surface, believe you me. There's much more to this than meets the eye. It may not seem like it yet, but you'll see. Hey there! Have a good one.
Those photos.
Wouldn't let me.
Can't
Thanks for
understand
stopping
it all.
by. Oh, back for more? See you around.
Cactuar cute.
When I grow up,
You know, I thought...
What a glorious... Excuse me. That was my barricade you just destroyed. Oh, come to admire the Bailey? It is something. Or maybe you're here to get your ass handed to you in a QB match. I'm Zahira. A pleasure. Just like Calm's wall, I yield to no one, refusing to give a single inch to my opponents. Don't presume you'll emerge unscathed if you decide to go up against me, because you will wind up with more than just a few bruises.
possible? How can someone break through my perfect defense? Who are you? Deep down, I knew I couldn't stay holed up in here forever. Walls can keep people safe, but even the sturdiest ones eventually crumble. Right. Starting today, you will be my new wall, as it were. And I am going to enjoy watching you crumble.
Avalanche won't bomb us too, will they?
I want to go up the clock tower next. You can see Midgar.
Welcome. Damn, that is quite the weapon you got there, mister. Seen plenty of action by the look of it. But saying that, it's still only a shadow of what it could be. With a little love, that baby will sing. If you like, I could show you. See? What'd I tell you? That girl is singing, and she's got the voice of an angel. Just make sure you take proper care of her, all right? Oh, and while you're here, check out what we got to offer. Take care of that weapon now.
To us if another Cloud! Over here! Let's get started then, shall we? I think Midgar's this way.
Should be, yeah.
Funny, isn't it? How small it looks?
It is far away.
So, did something happen between you and Tifa? Don't look so shocked. We're roommates, you know.
She say something?
Not about you two, no. Still, I can tell. have a friend when I was growing up. Don't take her for granted.
You know the drill! Find these
They're looking for us, aren't they?
Gotta be.
There you are. There isn't much time. We need to get back to the inn.
But
Don't worry about your friends. They're safe. That's it. No violence, please. This town suffered enough.
come on.
Follow me. We'll take the best.
Hey, you! Seen anyone acting suspicious?
I haven't.
I heard about the reactor rockets in Midgar. It was huge, wasn't it? It's okay. I'm on your side. Got a contact at HQ.
The one with Avalanche?
Not exactly. Stop. Keep the troopers occupied. While we're talking, you two go up and over. May I ask what's going on?
We're searching for some fugitives.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Now that you mention it, I think I might have. Or perhaps it was just my imagination. What was it?
Oh, for love of... Get out of here!
Wait. I know I saw some people who had a fugitive air about them. If only I could remember their faces.
I know it's someone else. Stop wasting our time.
They turn up yet? No, but we're still searching buildings. We'll search harder. We gotta find them.
That went well. The inn's not much further, but stay on your toes.
Where are they?
Down below, waiting for you. The tunnel in the basement will take you outside of town. Leave now, and they won't catch you. Head to the east. A friend of mine runs a farm out there. He'd be happy to help you. Also, take this. It's a transmuter. Converts raw materials into more practical items. A Republic antique, but it still works. You'll get more use out of it than me.
Why are you doing this? Could have just turned us in.
Yeah, I could have. But this town and I have a history with Shinra. Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be the worst decision I've ever made. So before I change my mind, you'd better get going.
All in one piece? Sorry we're late!
For the love of... Where the hell have you two been?
On a date. Kind of.
What?
Well, that was the last one. At least till things calm down. Got that? Now, let's move.
Where to now?
Where there's a draft. This way.
Looks like a job for me.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Breathing planet. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Guess I still have a lot to learn.
What do you want to know?
For starters, how do we cross these plains?
Come on now, that's easy. The same way you get anywhere. Pick a direction and start walking. Left, your left, right.
I guess we won't be coming back anytime soon.
Guess not. Let's go.
And there it was, the first step on our new journey. You coming?
Yeah.
the show on the road, people!
So long. Enough.
Not bad, but not my best.
Ready when you. We're together.
Come on. Never in doubt.
we be worried about those things?
We're fine.
How can you be so sure?
Because I've read the field guide. Like any good soldier.
Local wildlife will only attack while on the hunt or in defense of their territory. Fiends, on the other hand, attack without reason.
If they're attacking, what does it matter?
It matters if your nose can discern their intent before they attack, as I gather yours can't.
It's important to make sure they've got plenty to eat. Need to be nice and plump so they fetch a high price.
You be the Avalanche Force? It's okay, I'm on your side. Heard you be heading my way. You're safe here, but not for long. By the sound of it, Shinra's leaving no stone unturned. Might want to hole up at the old dock out by the swamp. I'd wager Shinra's forgotten it's even there.
If it ain't my favorite group of hitchhikers.
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Thanks again for the ride to Calm.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do for two such lovely young ladies. But I do believe I neglected to introduce myself. The name's Bill, and you can count on me for a lift anytime. Except today, that is. Afraid the old bute's pulling up lame. Sorry about that.
No biggie. We're enjoying the fresh air. Thanks, though.
You, know someplace we can hunker down?
Hunker down, you say? Oh. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to be young and in love. You'll just head straight that way toward the swamplands. You'll find an abandoned building by the dock. I guarantee no one will bother you there. Swing by the ranch once you're done with whatever you got going on.
Burn slow. Let's finish.
Let's go. Say no more. Come on. You're up. Now. Take the lead. Make the most of this.
Now's our chance.
Let's go! No surprises there.
Keep it together. Let's do this. Deal with that.
I got it. See ya.
No wonder we won.
No sign of Shinra.
Yeah. Looks like an old Republic landing.
Could borrow a boat, make our way across. Then, head on through the mines and keep going till we hit Yunnan.
Sure. Why not?
You trust these rotting hulks?
I mean, we could.
Let's not.
Then maybe we swim it.
This swamp is home to the deadly Midgar Swarmer. Beware.
But even if you're slow, you can rent a chocobo. We'll see you safely past being nothing if not fast.
So just give Bill the word, and he'll pick you out. A bird!
Well, can we rent some birds?
Can we?
It's on you.
Bring in the heat! What's the ball? Get your ass out of here! Fire in one all! Okay, let's go!
Brace yourself.
Nice little workout.
Pleasure to see you all again. And welcome to my humble ranch.
Managed to get your truck fixed?
Indeed I did. You must have been my lucky charms. She started up right after you left. Anywho, what can I do you for? You in the market for some fine-feathered friends by any chance?
Are we ever? Need them to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B, but now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though, chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgar Sormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo. Nature's two-legged limousine.
So, can we rent some?
Sure can. My grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
Side. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
I'm sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops?
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding. But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1 grand. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours. Free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico. The hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet. By far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rerun lessons are on me.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand, I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left. Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam? Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in law.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they could help.
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh, take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye. Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for Chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do. Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble. Hi, how can I help you today? Thank you for stopping by.
All right, Pico. Where'd you run off to?
You mean Pico?
Let's try looking for some tracks.
Bingo.
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us a chocobo.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Prey? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah?
Isn't he just the cutest? Oh. You know, they are kind of similar.
Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back to the ranch it is then.
Come on. Nothing beats a little taste of home, now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
I really can't thank you enough for bringing Pico back to us. If you ever want to change your Chocobo's gear, feel free to use the stable just over there.
Hey, Cloud!
Hey there.
What a pleasant surprise. You do remember me, don't you? I knew you would. It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here? I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remnawave towers first. They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but were claimed by Shinra after the war. Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow. As will the area I can survey. I might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
If we find any, we'll turn them on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target. And this will activate it. As the tower's close by, allow me to accompany you. Here we are. Activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources. After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel. I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels. In return, I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask? These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? With a special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons, once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan. Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel? Which particular task would you like to learn about? While it is normal for creatures to adapt to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in the process. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask. In certain remote areas, fragments of planetary wisdom have coalesced into crystalline forms. Though the knowledge contained within them is vast and varied, one subject is of particular interest to me, that of summons. If you would analyze the crystals in my stead, thus extracting said knowledge from them, I can use it to enhance our materia. If you still have questions... Ah, yes, I was hoping you would ask. I detected some strange energy signals earlier. My current theory is that they emanate from the remnants of ancient artifacts. But until we investigate, there's simply no telling what the sources might be. And since we have yet to identify them, I have taken the liberty of naming these objects proto-relics. A rather endearing name, if I may say so. At any rate, I would be grateful if you could investigate said curiosities and ultimately recover them for study. If you still have questions about worlding. Simply put, life springs are formed when the life stream breaches the planet's surface. To Shinra, the volume of Mako that can be extracted from these springs is insignificant, certainly not worth the expense. But to us, they are a veritable font of knowledge. In order to tap these precious reserves, however, you will first need to find them. If you still have questions about... Do you happen to have any questions? With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any... In that case, I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like? I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask. I have recreated Titan, the mythical colossus of the grasslands, in virtual space. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity so that I might complete its materia. I look forward to seeing what new discoveries you make in your travels. Wow, have you spotted any rabbit? From what I've observed thus far, the ones in this region have a habit of hoarding trinkets in their burrows. So if you spot a burrow, you may want to dig it up with a chocobo. Who knows what sort of things you might find? Keep it together.
All right, I can learn something. Suck on this. Here it comes. See ya.
Was never in doubt. Deal with that.
Out there,
Got it.
Want some more? Hurry up. Still? I got it. Hope you don't mind if I...
With me. Hell yeah. Shit. With me. Cold fire.
Hell yeah!
This data is incredible. Thank you for your contribution. I can't help but... Wonder where we'll meet next.
Hey, perfect timing. Pico's all prepped. But first, here, you just give that whistle a toot and your chocobo will come a-running. So, who here's never been on Chocoback?
I haven't.
Why don't we take a few laps to get you comfortable then? Come with me. Here's where we get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community. Won't find a ranch around here that doesn't compete.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a holler? Okay, but how's about we stretch his legs a bit? That was something else. You and Pico are a perfect match. Might even have what it takes to win a race or two at the Gold Saucer.
We can't thank you enough, Billy.
Oh, that reminds me. Y'all mentioned your flat broke, right? Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you to ask around for work. Though, don't run off just yet. My sister's looking for help. Not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had fun helping people in Sector 5, right? Same deal.
What's up?
I heard you might need some help.
You did? Oh, I see. Billy talked to you, didn't he? I've been meaning to go pick flowers, but the plains are way too dangerous for that.
I'm sorry to hear that. As a flower lover myself, I sympathize.
Well, the thing is, I want to make a flower crown. Mom used to make them for us all the time. So I wanted to give it a try, but with all the monsters, I didn't know how I could.
Here's an idea. Maybe we could do the picking for you?
Sure.
Cloud? Thoughts?
Truth is, our parents died in an accident when I was really little. Billy doesn't like to talk about it.
Sorry.
We used to go on these family picnics. And after we were done eating, Mom would make flower crowns for me and Billy. I'd wear mine for days. I shouldn't tell you this, but he's the reason Mom and Dad died. That's what Billy says. I don't know. He always changes the subject when I ask. Really? You will? The flowers grow on a hill that's got a great view of Midgar. It's kind of far, but a chocobo will get you there quick. Thank you so much.
It's on you.
Keep it up. Gotcha.
Only the strong survive.
Is currently on high alert. Please limit your activities to essential business. Once you finish,
Do not approach them under any circumstances.
Hey, Dad, have you...
Reactors are terrible for nearby.
Everyone, please, one at a time.
The new president is the son of the old one?
Yeah, but he's good.
Hey, what's going on?
I was starting to worry. I thought you were here to fix them. Never mind.
Yeah, we're more like demolition experts. So unless you want us to blow something up.
How can you make jokes at a time like this? It's downright distasteful.
Anyway, what's going on?
It's the Mako pipeline. It sprung a leak. I paid a wandering merc to patch the thing up. I certainly wasn't about to fiddle with critical infrastructure as a layman, though I thought I'd hear back from them by now.
A merc?
Yep. Some hotshot from Midgar's Undercity, or so they claim.
Sounds like a pro we ought to get to know.
Oh, you'd like to meet them? Well, if you're that keen, would you mind delivering a message for me while you're at it? Our town technician's laid up in bed at the moment, recovering from a fiend attack. We asked Shinra to send someone to fill in, anyone who knows the work, but we haven't heard back. Fortunately for us, that mercenary rolled into town. Without him, we would have been up a creek. Will? Capital! Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Fritz Bellinger, the mayor here. I'm sure that mercenary is hard at work over at the warehouse outside of town. Mind asking them to give us an update on repairs? A simple "it's coming along" would suffice. We're working as hard as we can to get the power grid back online.
But I think you're the only one who's made a name for themselves in the Undercity.
So you don't know who he was talking about?
What we want to know is when will you fix it? Not a
Everyone, please.
You're
One
the
at
only
a time.
hotshot I know. Most Undercity mercs don't go bragging about being an ex-soldier.
Hey, how you doing? What?
Hey, mister. You a
Winner? Some say.
Awesome.
That's good enough for me. The name's Vash, and I could really use your help. Truth is, I bungled a Queen's Blood match. Hard. So, not only did my ego take a licking, but I lost a card near and dear to my heart. What I'm getting at is, I think you'd be able to win it back for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But first, I gotta make sure I'm putting my baby's fate in the right hands. Mind if we go around?
Breaking news at this hour. Avalanche.
Okay, that's the kind of skill I'm talking about. You'll beat Virgil, no problem.
That's the guy you gotta play. The one who took my card. He works at the clock tower.
Mind
kicking his ass for me? And when you're done, come straight back. I'll have a special cocktail waiting with your name on it. Got this great recipe. I've been itching to try it.
Is subject to
Technology sure has come a long way since our younger days. Hard to think we
anti-Shinra terrorists.
Where do you think they're hiding?
To obtain shelter and security forces from the town, during which time it was placed under a temporary lockdown.
So, what's new with you?
Need something for the kids? How about
With some chocobo ice cream.
Oh, care for a match?
We're here for the card you took from the bartender.
Ah, the card. So, Vash has resorted to this, hiring people to win his games for it? Fine, but word of warning, I'm not a pushover like some folks. Getting cold feet. This one's for old Van. Ah, damn. I really lost? It was one hell of a match, though. Am I right? You and I are definitely gonna have to play again sometime. But, not today. Gotta run.
Hold it. Aren't we forgetting something?
Right, the card. The one I won off Vash, right? Oh, shoot. Which card was that again? Oh, crap, I remember. The Chocobo and Moogle one. So this is kind of awkward, but I don't have it anymore.
Is that so?
No, seriously, I flipped it. I was on my last guild, so I had to sell it to a card collector. A guy named Thorin. He runs this card shop outside of town. Maybe check with him?
A merc's job is never done. Am I right?
Hey there. You folks buying or selling?
We're here for the Chocobo and Moogle card.
Of course you are. Hate to break it to you, but ain't no way I'm giving them that beaut. At least, not to some dabbler who fancies himself a collector. Unless you more than dabble. Tell you what, you beat me,
That card is all yours. So, you game? Then bust out those cards, boy. You've got some serious skills, son. Joke's on me for thinking otherwise. Deal's a deal. Here's your card. But next time you go up against me, I'll be bringing my A game. So, what can I do for you today?
Tom is currently on... Hey, quit slacking.
I tell you... We're working as hard as we can to get the power grid back on.
Breaking news at this hour.
You did it! You got my baby back!
To be honest, this isn't the first card I've lost. And considering just how many I've lost, one this rare is definitely wasted on me. Here. It's probably better off with you. Really? But only until I've gotten good enough to win it back. That's a weight off my mind. Right, enough of that. How about I fix you two your drinks? So, this guy moved here recently from Midgar and left after the Sector 7 tragedy. You know how it is. Anyway, he kept raving about this incredible cocktail served at a famous bar in the other city. Seventh Heaven. Don't know if you heard of the joint.
Breaking news at this hour.
They called it the Cosmo Canyon. Pretty, don't you think? Go on, drink up.
Thanks. You know, that was just what I needed.
Knew you'd like it. Although apparently, my version pales in comparison to the Undercity original. So much so, the guy flat out refuses to order it again.
Pinch of salt. That'll give it the kick it needs. Trust me.
Salt, huh? Hey, that's pretty clever. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Wait, don't tell me. You're the one who invented the Cosmo Canyon, aren't you? You're that Seventh Heaven bartender.
Not today, but someday soon. When we do open up a new place, swing by. I'll make you a Cosmo Canyon myself.
Okay, but I'm holding you to that. I'll be there opening night with bells on.
promise. The suspect warrant of public security is public.
Wave tower. They're nothing. Don't overdo it.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The game is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, and the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. Like its predecessor, the gameplay of Rebirth combines real-time action with strategic and role-playing elements. Set immediately after Remake's events, players control mercenary Cloudstrife and a party of characters principally comprising the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, who embark on a journey across the planet to prevent the mega-corporation Shinra from exploiting its life essence, Mako, as an energy source, and defeat former elite soldier Sephiroth, who seeks to unite with the planet to achieve greater power. Rebirth entered production in November 2019 prior to Remake's release, and was announced in June 2022. All of the previous game's lead staff return in the same positions, but with Tetsuya Nomura as creative director instead of director, and Naoki Hamaguchi as director instead of co-director. Rebirth was released for the PlayStation 5 on February 29, 2024, and for Windows on January 23, 2025. Versions for Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox Series X/S are planned. Upon release, the game was critically acclaimed. It was nominated for and won multiple end-of-year awards, including Game of the Year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. It begins after the events of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020. Following the party's escape from the metropolis of Midgar, players primarily control Cloudstrife, a former Shinra soldier who joins the eco-terrorist group Avalanche to fight Shinra, who has been draining the planet's life energy, and is drawn into a conflict with the legendary soldier Sephiroth, who has returned after being presumed dead. Like Remake, Rebirth reimagines elements of the original game while expanding upon character development and the overall narrative structure. The game features real-time exploration and combat, with a more open-ended overworld compared to the linear progression of Remake's Midgar. Objective markers appear in the heads-up display, highlighting main story quests and side quests to complete, along with their respective distances from the party in the overworld. In addition to walking on foot, the party can ride on chocobos as a faster means of traversal. Rebirth expands on the hybrid of action-focused melee combat and the active time battle (ATB) system introduced in Remake, in which the player takes control of a party of characters that can be freely switched between during gameplay. During combat, characters use both physical attacks and magic, and can consume items for offensive, defensive, and resuscitative purposes from a menu, while gameplay is suspended around them. The Synergize mechanic, first introduced in the downloadable content (DLC) episode intermission campaign for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade 2021, returns, allowing party members to synchronize their attacks. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth continues the overarching narrative first introduced in Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, which reimagines the plot, world, and cast of the original Final Fantasy VII 1997. The game takes place on the planet and centers on the journey of the main characters as they seek to end the tyranny of the Shinra Electric Power Company, which controls the megalopolis of Midgar by weaponizing the Lifestream, and defeat Sephiroth, Tyler Hoechlin, Toshiyuki Morikawa, a legendary veteran of Shinra's elite soldier unit who is presumed dead and seeks to summon Meteor to wound the planet, enabling him to attain godhood by uniting with the Lifestream. Rebirth spans the events from leaving Midgar to the Forgotten Capital. However, the order in which locations are explored is changed from the original game. For example, the visit to Wutai will be saved for the third installment. The protagonist and leader of the party is Cloud Strife, Cody Christian / Takahiro Sakurai, a former member of SOLDIER's First Class, who now works as a mercenary assisting the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, which opposes Shinra's exploitation of the planet and its resources. Accompanying him are two of its members, Barrett Wallace, John Eric Bentley, Masato Funaki, its brazen but empathetic leader, and Tifa Lockhart, Britt Barron Ayumi Ito, Cloud's compassionate but shy childhood friend who works as a bartender at the Seventh Heaven in Midgar and is a practicing martial artist. They are joined by Aerith Gainsborough, Brianna White, Maya Sakamoto, a flower merchant who previously lived in Midgar's Sector 5 slums and is the sole survivor of the ancient Cetra, Red 13, Max Middleman Kappei Yamaguchi, an intelligent quadruped from Cosmo Canyon who Shinra held captive as a lab rat, and Yuffie Kisaragi, Suzy Young Shiumi Kakazu, an expert materia thief and ninja from Wutai, who resolves to join the team to realize Shinra's downfall after losing her partner Sonon Kusakabe. Supporting characters play roles throughout the story, including Zack Fair, Caleb Pierce Kenichi Suzumura, Aerith's former boyfriend and the previous wielder of the Buster Sword, who escaped with Cloud after Shinra experimented on them using the cells of the extraterrestrial lifeform Genova, Kate Sith, Paul Tinto, a robotic cat remotely controlled by Shinra's head of urban development Reeve Tuesti, a former member of the Turks who Professor Hojo, a grizzled pilot from Rocket Town, and an ex-Shinra rocket scientist who is dedicated to it. Other characters include Bugenhagen, Frank Todero, Yohei Tujano, the Elder of Cosmo Canyon, Avalanche member Biggs, Gideon Emery Shuhei Sakaguchi, who unlike in the original game, survives the Sector 7 plate's collapse in Midgar and now seeks revenge against Shinra for the deaths of his friends. Dine, Dave B. Mitchell Stockris Creed Yuda, a childhood friend of Barrett from Mount Corel and the biological father of his adopted daughter Marlene, and Elena, Piper Reese Megumi Toyoguchi, a new recruit of the Turks who... Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The game is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, and the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. Like its predecessor, the gameplay of Rebirth combines real-time action with strategic and role-playing elements. Set immediately after Remake's events, players control mercenary Cloud Strife and a party of characters principally comprising the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, who embark on a journey across the planet to prevent the mega-corporation Shinra from exploiting its life essence, Mako, as an energy source, and defeat former elite soldier Sephiroth, who seeks to unite with the planet to achieve greater power. Rebirth entered production in November 2019 prior to Remake's release, and was announced in June 2022. All of the previous game's lead staff return in the same positions, but with Tetsuya Nomura as creative director instead of director, and Naoki Hamaguchi as director instead of co-director. Rebirth was released for the PlayStation 5 on February 29, 2024, and for Windows on January 23, 2025. Versions for Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox Series X/S are planned. Upon release, the game was critically acclaimed. It was nominated for and won multiple end-of-year awards, including Game of the Year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. It begins after the events of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, following the party's escape from the metropolis of Midgar. Players primarily control Cloud Strife, a former Shinra soldier who joins the eco-terrorist group Avalanche to fight Shinra, who has been draining the planet's life energy, and is drawn into a conflict with the legendary soldier Sephiroth, who has returned after being presumed dead. Like Remake, Rebirth reimagines elements of the original game while expanding upon character development and the overall narrative structure. The game features real-time exploration and combat, with a more open-ended overworld compared to the linear progression of Remake's Midgar. Objective markers appear in the heads-up display, highlighting main story quests and side quests to complete, along with their respective distances from the party in the overworld. In addition to walking on foot, the party can ride on chocobos as a faster means of traversal. Rebirth expands on the hybrid of action-focused melee combat and the active time battle (ATB) system, introduced in Remake, in which the player takes control of a party of characters that can be freely switched between during gameplay. During combat, characters use both physical attacks and magic, and can consume items for offensive, defensive, and resuscitative purposes from a menu, while gameplay is suspended around them. The Synergize mechanic, first introduced in the downloadable content (DLC) episode intermission campaign for Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate 2021, returns, allowing party members to synchronize their attacks. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth continues the overarching narrative first introduced in Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, which reimagines the plot, world, and cast of the original Final Fantasy VII, 1997. The game takes place on the planet, and centers on the journey of the main characters as they seek to end the tyranny of the Shinra Electric Power Company, which controls the megalopolis of Midgar by weaponizing the lifestream, and defeat Sephiroth, Tyler Hoechlin, Toshiyuki Morikawa, a legendary veteran of Shinra's elite soldier unit who is presumed dead and seeks to summon Meteor to wound the planet, enabling him to attain godhood by uniting with the lifestream. Rebirth spans the events from leaving Midgar to the Forgotten Capital. However, the order in which locations are explored is changed from the original game. For example, the visit to Wutai will be saved for the third installment. The protagonist and leader of the party is Cloud Strife, Cody Christian / Takahiro Sakurai, a former member of SOLDIER's First Class, who now works as a mercenary assisting the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, which opposes Shinra's exploitation of the planet and its resources. Accompanying him are two of its members, Barrett Wallace, John Eric Bentley, Masato Funaki, its brazen but empathetic leader, and Tifa Lockhart, Britt Baron Ayumi Ito, Cloud's compassionate but shy childhood friend who works as a bartender at the Seventh Heaven in Midgar and is a practicing martial artist. They are joined by Aerith Gainsborough, Brianna White, Maya Sakamoto, a flower merchant who previously lived in Midgar's Sector 5 slums and is the sole survivor of the ancient Cetra, Red 13, Max Middleman Kappei Yamaguchi, an intelligent quadruped from Cosmo Canyon who Shinra held captive as a lab rat, and Yuffie Kisaragi, Suzy Young Shiumi Kakazu, an expert materia thief and ninja from Wutai, who resolves to join the team to realize Shinra's downfall after losing her partner Sonan Kusakabe. Supporting characters play roles throughout the story, including Zack Fair, Caleb Pierce Kenichi Suzumura, Aerith's former boyfriend and the previous wielder of the Buster Sword, who escaped with Cloud after Shinra experimented on them using the cells of the extraterrestrial lifeform Genova, Kate Sith, Paul Tinto, a robotic cat remotely controlled by Shinra's head of urban development Reeve Tuesti, a former member of the Turks who Professor Hojo, a grizzled pilot from Rocket Town, and an ex-Shinra rocket scientist who is dedicated to it. Other characters include Bugenhagen, Frank Todero, Yohei Tujano, the Elder of Cosmo Canyon, Avalanche member Biggs, Gideon Emery Shuhei Sakaguchi, who unlike in the original game, survives the Sector 7 plate's collapse in Midgar and now seeks revenge against Shinra for the deaths of his friends. Dine, Dave B. Mitchell Stakris Kreitz Yuda, a childhood friend of Barrett from Mount Corel and the biological father of his adopted daughter Marlene, and Elena, Piper Reese Megumi Toyoguchi, a new recruit of the Turks who... Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The game is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, and the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. Like its predecessor, the gameplay of Rebirth combines real-time action with strategic and role-playing elements. Set immediately after Remake's events, players control mercenary Cloud Strife and a party of characters principally comprising the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, who embark on a journey across the planet to prevent the mega-corporation Shinra from exploiting its life essence, Mako, as an energy source, and defeat former elite soldier Sephiroth, who seeks to unite with the planet to achieve greater power. Rebirth entered production in November 2019 prior to Remake's release, and was announced in June 2022. All of the previous game's lead staff return in the same positions, but with Tetsuya Nomura as creative director instead of director, and Naoki Hamaguchi as director instead of co-director. Rebirth was released for the PlayStation 5 on February 29, 2024, and for Windows on January 23, 2025. Versions for Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox Series X/S are planned. Upon release, the game was critically acclaimed. It was nominated for and won multiple end-of-year awards, including Game of the Year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. It begins after the events of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020. Following the party's escape from the metropolis of Midgar, players primarily control Cloud Strife, a former Shinra soldier who joins the eco-terrorist group Avalanche to fight Shinra, who has been draining the planet's life energy, and is drawn into a conflict with the legendary soldier Sephiroth, who has returned after being presumed dead. Like Remake, Rebirth reimagines elements of the original game while expanding upon character development and the overall narrative structure. The game features real-time exploration and combat, with a more open-ended overworld compared to the linear progression of Remake's Midgar. Objective markers appear in the heads-up display, highlighting main story quests and side quests to complete, along with their respective distances from the party in the overworld. In addition to walking on foot, the party can ride on chocobos as a faster means of traversal. Rebirth expands on the hybrid of action-focused melee combat and the active time battle (ATB) system, introduced in Remake, in which the player takes control of a party of characters that can be freely switched between during gameplay. During combat, characters use both physical attacks and magic, and can consume items for offensive, defensive, and resuscitative purposes from a menu, while gameplay is suspended around them. The Synergize mechanic, first introduced in the downloadable content (DLC) episode intermission campaign for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade 2021, returns, allowing party members to synchronize their attacks. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth continues the overarching narrative first introduced in Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, which reimagines the plot, world, and cast of the original Final Fantasy VII 1997. The game takes place on the planet and centers on the journey of the main characters as they seek to end the tyranny of the Shinra Electric Power Company, which controls the megalopolis of Midgar by weaponizing the lifestream, and defeat Sephiroth, Tyler Hoechlin, Toshiyuki Morikawa, a legendary veteran of Shinra's elite soldier unit who is presumed dead and seeks to summon Meteor to wound the planet, enabling him to attain godhood by uniting with the lifestream. Rebirth spans the events from leaving Midgar to the Forgotten Capital. However, the order in which locations are explored is changed from the original game. For example, the visit to Wutai will be saved for the third installment. The protagonist and leader of the party is Cloud Strife, Cody Christian / Takahiro Sakurai, a former member of SOLDIER's First Class, who now works as a mercenary assisting the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, which opposes Shinra's exploitation of the planet and its resources. Accompanying him are two of its members, Barrett Wallace, John Eric Bentley, Masato Funaki, its brazen but empathetic leader, and Tifa Lockhart, Britt Baron Ayumi Ito, Cloud's compassionate but shy childhood friend who works as a bartender at the Seventh Heaven in Midgar and is a practicing martial artist. They are joined by Aerith Gainsborough, Brianna White, Maya Sakamoto, a flower merchant who previously lived in Midgar's Sector 5 slums and is the sole survivor of the ancient Cetra. Red 13, Max Middleman Kappei Yamaguchi, an intelligent quadruped from Cosmo Canyon who Shinra held captive as a lab rat, and Yuffie Kisaragi, Suzy Young Shiumi Kakazu, an expert materia thief and ninja from Wutai, who resolves to join the team to realize Shinra's downfall after losing her partner Sonan Kusakabe. Supporting characters play roles throughout the story, including Zack Fair, Caleb Pierce Kenichi Suzumura, Aerith's former boyfriend and the previous wielder of the Buster Sword, who escaped with Cloud after Shinra experimented on them using the cells of the extraterrestrial lifeform Genova, Kate Sith, Paul Tinto, a robotic cat remotely controlled by Shinra's head of urban development Reeve Tuesti, a former member of the Turks who Professor Hojo, a grizzled pilot from Rocket Town, and an ex-Shinra rocket scientist who is dedicated to it. Other characters include Bugenhagen, Frank Todero, Yohei Tujano, the Elder of Cosmo Canyon, Avalanche member Biggs, Gideon Emery Shuhei Sakaguchi, who unlike in the original game, survives the Sector 7 plate's collapse in Midgar and now seeks revenge against Shinra for the deaths of his friends. Dine, Dave B. Mitchell Stockris Creed Suda, a childhood friend of Barrett from Mount Corel and the biological father of his adopted daughter Marlene, and Elena, Piper Reese Megumi Toyoguchi, a new recruit of the Turks who... Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The game is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020 and the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. Like its predecessor, the gameplay of Rebirth combines real-time action with strategic and role-playing elements. Set immediately after Remake's events, players control mercenary Cloudstrife and a party of characters principally comprising the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, who embark on a journey across the planet to prevent the mega-corporation Shinra from exploiting its life essence, Mako, as an energy source, and defeat former elite soldier Sephiroth, who seeks to unite with the planet to achieve greater power. Rebirth entered production in November 2019 prior to Remake's release, and was announced in June 2022. All of the previous game's lead staff return in the same positions, but with Tetsuya Nomura as creative director instead of director, and Naoki Hamaguchi as director instead of co-director. Rebirth was released for the PlayStation 5 on February 29, 2024, and for Windows on January 23, 2025. Versions for Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox Series X/S are planned. Upon release, the game was critically acclaimed. It was nominated for and won multiple end-of-year awards, including Game of the Year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. It begins after the events of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020. Following the party's escape from the metropolis of Midgar, players primarily control Cloudstrife, a former Shinra soldier who joins the eco-terrorist group Avalanche to fight Shinra, who has been draining the planet's life energy, and is drawn into a conflict with the legendary soldier Sephiroth, who has returned after being presumed dead. Like Remake, Rebirth reimagines elements of the original game while expanding upon character development and the overall narrative structure. The game features real-time exploration and combat, with a more open-ended overworld compared to the linear progression of Remake's Midgar. Objective markers appear in the heads-up display, highlighting main story quests and side quests to complete, along with their respective distances from the party in the overworld. In addition to walking on foot, the party can ride on chocobos as a faster means of traversal. Rebirth expands on the hybrid of action-focused melee combat and the active time battle (ATB) system, introduced in Remake, in which the player takes control of a party of characters that can be freely switched between during gameplay. During combat, characters use both physical attacks and magic, and can consume items for offensive, defensive, and resuscitative purposes from a menu, while gameplay is suspended around them. The Synergize mechanic, first introduced in the downloadable content (DLC) episode intermission campaign for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade 2021, returns, allowing party members to synchronize their attacks. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth continues the overarching narrative first introduced in Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, which reimagines the plot, world, and cast of the original Final Fantasy VII 1997. The game takes place on the planet, and centers on the journey of the main characters as they seek to end the tyranny of the Shinra Electric Power Company, which controls the megalopolis of Midgar by weaponizing the lifestream, and defeats Sephiroth, Tyler Hoechlin, Toshiyuki Morikawa, a legendary veteran of Shinra's elite soldier unit who is presumed dead and seeks to summon Meteor to wound the planet, enabling him to attain godhood by uniting with the lifestream. Rebirth spans the events from leaving Midgar to the Forgotten Capital. However, the order in which locations are explored is changed from the original game. For example, the visit to Wutai will be saved for the third installment. The protagonist and leader of the party is Cloudstrife, Cody Christian / Takahiro Sakurai, a former member of SOLDIER's First Class, who now works as a mercenary assisting the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, which opposes Shinra's exploitation of the planet and its resources. Accompanying him are two of its members, Barrett Wallace, John Eric Bentley, Masato Funaki, its brazen but empathetic leader, and Tifa Lockhart, Britt Barron, Ayumi Ito, Cloud's compassionate but shy childhood friend who works as a bartender at the Seventh Heaven in Midgar and is a practicing martial artist. They are joined by Aerith Gainsborough, Brianna White, Maya Sakamoto, a flower merchant who previously lived in Midgar's Sector 5 slums and is the sole survivor of the ancient Cetra, Red 13, Max Middleman Kappei Yamaguchi, an intelligent quadruped from Cosmo Canyon who Shinra held captive as a lab rat, and Yuffie Kisaragi, Suzy Young Shiumi Kakazu, an expert materia thief and ninja from Wutai, who resolves to join the team to realize Shinra's downfall after losing her partner Sonon Kusakabe. Supporting characters play roles throughout the story, including Zack Fair, Caleb Pierce Kenichi Suzumura, Aerith's former boyfriend and the previous wielder of the Buster Sword, who escaped with Cloud after Shinra experimented on them using the cells of the extraterrestrial lifeform Genova, Kate Sith, Paul Tinto, a robotic cat remotely controlled by Shinra's head of urban development, Reeve Tuesti, a former member of the Turks who Professor Hojo, a grizzled pilot from Rocket Town, and an ex-Shinra rocket scientist who is dedicated to it. Other characters include Bugenhagen, Frank Todero, Yohei Tujano, the Elder of Cosmo Canyon, Avalanche member Biggs, Gideon Emery, Shuhei Sakaguchi, who unlike in the original game, survives the Sector 7 plate's collapse in Midgar and now seeks revenge against Shinra for the deaths of his friends. Dine, Dave B. Mitchell Stockris Creed Suda, a childhood friend of Barrett from Mount Corel and the biological father of his adopted daughter Marlene, and Elena, Piper Reese Megumi Toyoguchi, a new recruit of the Turks who... Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The game is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, and the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. Like its predecessor, the gameplay of Rebirth combines real-time action with strategic and role-playing elements. Set immediately after Remake's events, players control mercenary Cloud Strife and a party of characters principally comprising the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, who embark on a journey across the planet to prevent the mega... Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The game is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, and the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. Like its predecessor, the gameplay of Rebirth combines real-time action with strategic and role-playing elements. Set immediately after Remake's events, players control mercenary Cloud Strife and a party of characters principally comprising the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, who embark on a journey across the planet to prevent the mega-corporation Shinra from exploiting its life essence, Mako, as an energy source, and defeat former elite soldier Sephiroth, who seeks to unite with the planet to achieve greater power. Rebirth entered production in November 2019 prior to Remake's release, and was announced in June 2022. All of the previous game's lead staff return in the same positions, but with Tetsuya Nomura as creative director instead of director, and Naoki Hamaguchi as director instead of co-director. Rebirth was released for the PlayStation 5 on February 29, 2024, and for Windows on January 23, 2025. Versions for Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox Series X/S are planned. Upon release, the game was critically acclaimed. It was nominated for and won multiple end-of-year awards, including Game of the Year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second in a planned trilogy of games remaking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy VII. It begins after the events of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020. Following the party's escape from the metropolis of Midgar, players primarily control Cloud Strife, a former Shinra soldier who joins the eco-terrorist group Avalanche to fight Shinra, who has been draining the planet's life energy, and is drawn into a conflict with the legendary soldier Sephiroth, who has returned after being presumed dead. Like Remake, Rebirth reimagines elements of the original game while expanding upon character development and the overall narrative structure. The game features real-time exploration and combat, with a more open-ended overworld compared to the linear progression of Remake's Midgar. Objective markers appear in the heads-up display, highlighting main story quests and side quests to complete, along with their respective distances from the party in the overworld. In addition to walking on foot, the party can ride on chocobos as a faster means of traversal. Rebirth expands on the hybrid of action-focused melee combat and the active time battle (ATB) system introduced in Remake, in which the player takes control of a party of characters that can be freely switched between during gameplay. During combat, characters use both physical attacks and magic, and can consume items for offensive, defensive, and resuscitative purposes from a menu, while gameplay is suspended around them. The Synergize mechanic, first introduced in the downloadable content (DLC) episode intermission campaign for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade 2021, returns, allowing party members to synchronize their attacks. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth continues the overarching narrative first introduced in Final Fantasy VII Remake 2020, which reimagines the plot, world, and cast of the original Final Fantasy VII 1997. The game takes place on the planet, and centers on the journey of the main characters as they seek to end the tyranny of the Shinra Electric Power Company, which controls the megalopolis of Midgar by weaponizing the lifestream, and defeat Sephiroth, Tyler Hoechlin, Toshiyuki Morikawa, a legendary veteran of Shinra's elite soldier unit who is presumed dead and seeks to summon Meteor to wound the planet, enabling him to attain godhood by uniting with the lifestream. Rebirth spans the events from leaving Midgar to the Forgotten Capital. However, the order in which locations are explored is changed from the original game. For example, the visit to Wutai will be saved for the third installment. The protagonist and leader of the party is Cloud Strife, Cody Christian / Takahiro Sakurai, a former member of SOLDIER's First Class, who now works as a mercenary assisting the eco-terrorist group Avalanche, which opposes Shinra's exploitation of the planet and its resources. Accompanying him are two of its members, Barrett Wallace, John Eric Bentley, Masato Funaki, its brazen but empathetic leader, and Tifa Lockhart, Britt Baron Ayumi Ito, Cloud's compassionate but shy childhood friend who works as a bartender at the Seventh Heaven in Midgar and is a practicing martial artist. They are joined by Aerith Gainsborough, Brianna White, Maya Sakamoto, a flower merchant who previously lived in Midgar's Sector 5 slums and is the sole survivor of the ancient Cetra, Red 13, Max Middleman Kappei Yamaguchi, an intelligent quadruped from Cosmo Canyon who Shinra held captive as a lab rat, and Yuffie Kisaragi, Suzy Young Shiumi Kakazu, an expert materia thief and ninja from Wutai, who resolves to join the team to realize Shinra's downfall after losing her partner Sonan Kusakabe. Supporting characters play roles throughout the story, including Zack Fair, Caleb Pierce Kenichi Suzumura, Aerith's former boyfriend and the previous wielder of the Buster Sword, who escaped with Cloud after Shinra experimented on them using the cells of the extraterrestrial lifeform Genova, Kate Sith, Paul Tinto, a robotic cat remotely controlled by Shinra's head of urban development Reeve Tuesti, a former member of the Turks who Professor Hojo, a grizzled pilot from Rocket Town, and an ex-Shinra rocket scientist who is dedicated to it. Other characters include Bugenhagen, Frank Todaro, Yohei Tujano, the Elder of Cosmo Canyon, Avalanche member Biggs, Gideon Emery Shuhei Sakaguchi, who unlike in the original game, survives the Sector 7 plate's collapse in Midgar and now seeks revenge against Shinra for the deaths of his friends. Dine, Dave B. Mitchell Stakris Kreitz Yuda, a childhood friend of Barrett from Mount Corel and the biological father of his adopted daughter Marlene, and Elena, Piper Reese Megumi Toyoguchi, a new recruit of the Turks who